All right, so I did my presentation or project on the media representation in The Legend of Korra. So, just some background on the show. The Legend of Korra is an animated show that came after the first show in the series called Avatar The Last Airbender. And The Legend of Korra follows the new Avatar, who is the master of all elements, named Korra, and she will be the focus for today's presentation. And then close your ears and eyes if you don't want spoilers, because I will be discussing some things that happen near the end of the show. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, throughout pretty much the majority of the show, Korra is seen having crushes on male characters and being in relationships with them. Her main male love interest being one of her friends who turned out to be in a relationship with another girl, creating a weird love triangle for a lot of the show. Korra ends up starting a relationship with him when he becomes single, and his ex girlfriend becomes part of the friend group. Once Korra is seen in this relationship with a male character, it sort of places in the viewer's minds that she is straight, as most people viewing the show most likely are seeing it through a monosexist lens. However, the show then leads into the final episodes where Korra is finally depicted as something other than straight, and it coincidentally ends up being with the girl she was in that love triangle with. So, her girlfriend at the end of the show is named Asami, who was previously involved with Korra's ex-boyfriend, as I just mentioned, which stood out to me as a weird choice for the writers to make. It almost creates the feeling that even though they are both girls in a relationship, that it somehow is interlinked with a male character. It almost perpetuates stereotypes about bisexual women doing it for men, which is a common way bi women's identities are erased. And then also the show's final scene was Korra and Asami holding hands as they walk into something called the Spirit Portal, which to many viewers didn't seem to signify a relationship, and people still regarded them as friends until the writers stated that they are confirmed to be in a relationship. I don't have too much time to go into everything regarding the final scene. However, there have been many heterosexual characters seen kissing, so it's just icky to see that they couldn't do that for two women characters. However, this probably has a lot to do with the fact that the target audience was younger children as it aired on Nickelodeon. And then moving on to the way that representation was present and had a potential impact, needs to focus on first on the way Korra is animated. Korra was animated to be strong with a clearly muscular build, which is beneficial in the sense that having various representations of femininity on screen is important. But then looking at some of the more negative representation aspects, as previously mentioned, the way that Korra and Asami get together follows a script that many people apply to bi women, as doing it for men or in some way being interlinked with a man. And the love triangle that happens follows this, which can be harmful to the actual representation that they're trying to get across. However, the fact that they do have a bi character in a popular series is important for the audience to see, especially the younger audience that this show is able to capture. So, all in all, The Legend of Korra itself representing bisexuality in a way that may be misinterpreted by viewers impacts the effectiveness of the representation. However, as discussed, there has been clear ways in which the show has paved the way for future shows and their queer characters. Korra is still an example of a character who often has an identity that has been erased by viewers, identifying her as straight due to prior relationships. And The Legend of Korra as a show and a fandom has definitely contributed a lot to the bisexual community, I believe, in an overall positive way, despite some of the more negative things that came with it.